Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On play action, here's Nix.
And his first look is incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a first down.
And that's how you get started and open up the game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
That's some space here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Short pass tip, but caught anyway.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes the receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys,
frustrated.
Oh, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now Darnold.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
First carry here for Ken Walker.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here's Darnold.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready? What's up? Ready? Oh, ready?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. To throw is Darnold.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. Down the sideline he goes.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 11-yard line.
Here's Nix. Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
R.J. Harvey from 10 yards out. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fuck Seattle.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
At the 26-yard line.
Second and 10.
Yo, lady.
Darnold.
They'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
17 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Walker.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Here we go.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Leads to 2nd and
Here's
goal
Darnold.
at the 6-yard line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Cooper Kupp,
A 5-yard touchdown.
and the Seahawks are an extra point. this one up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just a second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Seahawks will line
They're going
up
to throw for the 2 with Darnold. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Off the play fake, Nix. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
12 yards on the play. But it's 3rd down.
Nix to the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Broncos.
To throw is Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
To throw. Here's Nix. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. On the Seahawks.
Throwing Nix. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Open man is Barner, the tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Back to throw, Darnold. This one goes underneath to Walker. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Darnold to throw again. That'll be caught. It's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo. As the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll get that complete to Franklin. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before break. Nix. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
A final shot before break. Nix. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Walker.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Now 2nd and 5.
17-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He finds Smith-Njigba. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards him.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks had 6 to their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now it's Nix.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fit defensive back, the extra defender,